In 1950, over lunch, a physicist asked a question so simple it froze a room full of geniuses. If the universe is this big and this old, where is everybody? 70 years later, we still can't answer him. But we have guesses, and the last ones are the kind you don't forget. The galaxy is 13 billion years old. You could cross it in a few million. So even one patient civilization should already be everywhere by now. The galaxy should be crowded. It should be loud. It's not. There are dozens of answers to that silence. We'll move fast through the famous ones, the textbook explanations. But stay with me, because the further down we go, the less they sound like physics, and the more they sound like something whispered. Save your fear for the bottom. Maybe the answer is just luck. The right planet, the right moon, the right 4 billion years of almost dying but not quite. A winning ticket the universe barely ever prints. Or maybe life starts easily, but something almost always stops it. A wall every species slams into. A great filter. And if that wall is behind us, then we already survived the impossible. But what if the wall is ahead? What if every civilization, sooner or later, builds the exact thing that ends it, and we're just walking up to our turn? Or maybe they were here, and we simply missed them. Empires that rose and fell while Earth was still molten rock. 2 ships crossing in a night, 1 billion years long. Tragic, but boring. The universe is big. Life is fragile. The end. If that were the whole story, you could sleep tonight. You won't. So, here's a stranger thought. What if they're not gone? What if they're watching? What if Earth is a sealed exhibit, and the only rule is, do not tap the glass? Or the version that should keep you up. What if everyone is silent, on purpose? In a universe where you can never know a stranger's intentions, the only safe move is to never shout. The galaxy isn't empty. It's everyone hiding in the same dark forest, holding their breath, and you just stood up and yelled. That's where the science ends. Everything after this is the deep end. Take a breath. What if advanced life doesn't go out? What if it goes in? We always pictured aliens spreading across the stars. But maybe the smartest thing a civilization can do is shrink. Fold inward into worlds faster and deeper and richer than anything outside. They don't conquer the galaxy. They leave it behind. To them, maybe the empty sky isn't a frontier at all. Maybe it's a parking lot, and the real cities are folded into specks of space you'd have to become a god to even see. Or they're not gone. They're asleep. Heat is the enemy of thought, and the universe is still far too warm. So perhaps the oldest minds powered down, dreaming, waiting for the cosmos to cool trillions of years from now when a single thought will cost almost nothing. They set an alarm. It hasn't rung yet. But here's the one that turns the whole question inside out. What if the sky is silent? Because we're early. The universe is young. It has trillions of years left. Almost every star that will ever exist hasn't been born yet. So maybe we're not the stragglers to a party that already ended. Maybe we're the first guests to arrive wandering an empty hall, mistaking the quiet for loneliness. Or stay with me, what if the silence is a wall? Not a distance, a wall. What if the stars are scenery, and no one ever filled in what's behind them, because no one was ever meant to look that far? And the last idea is the quietest and the heaviest. What if they never left because they became the thing you're standing in, not creatures in the universe? Maybe the universe. Maybe the silence was never empty. Maybe it's full and you've just been calling it space. Now, notice what just happened. Every easy answer told you we're alone, but every strange answer says the opposite, that the silence is chosen, curated, kept. The terror was never that no one's out there. It's that someone made very sure it would sound this empty. So, here's the thought to take to bed. If we really are the first, then the silence you're hearing isn't a grave, it's a cradle. And one day, unimaginably far from now, a younger species will turn its instruments to the dark, find absolutely nothing, and ask the same broken question Fermi asked over lunch: where is everybody? They won't know the answer is you. That the ancient, impossible, silent civilization they're dreaming of was us. We were never looking for them. We were looking for our own reflection, and we showed up too early to see it.